Not every project starts with a humor. Why did the developer choose Goose as their AI agent? Because it always helps them migrate their code to production. I know that the joke is lame because maybe it is AI generated more than likely, but the tool Goose doesn't seem like a lame tool to me. It is an on device open source AI agent that automates complex development workflows far beyond simple code suggestions. This tool can independently create full software projects, execute and debug code, interact with APIs, and manage entire engineering pipelines. We are going to install this Goose locally with Ollama based models, but they recommend Claude 4 models mainly due to their code capabilities. But I'm just going to show you how to use it with Ollama. We will be trying to do everything local, private, offline. Before that, let's talk a bit more around this Goose. Goose integrates directly into a developer's environment as either a desktop application or a CLI. It supports multiple LLMs, as I said, and there are a lot of providers which you can use. You can connect it to Model Context Protocol for interoperability with other systems. So primarily, Goose tries to act as an autonomous developer assistant that adapts to user workflows, streamlining everything from prototyping to large-scale automation. There are various other features and stuff too, which I will be talking later down the road, but for now, let's get it installed. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Now for the installation, all you need to do is to just go to their install page, which is this. From there, you can install it for Mac, Linux, and Windows. I already have downloaded this Debian package because I am using this Ubuntu system, and I have got already a GPU card NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. The reason why I am using GPU is because I already have Ollama installed with this Ollama's GPT OSS model. If you don't want to use Ollama, you want to use API based model, you really don't need a GPU. And even if you just have a CPU, you can just go with a smallish Ollama model. But one disclaimer, and they also have mentioned it on their repo, is that this tool works really good with the API based models because of their size and capabilities. Okay, so let me clear the screen. And by the way, if you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to their website in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPU. So thanks to Mass Compute. Let's go here. As I said, I already have loaded this Debian package. I'm just going to install it with dpkg package manager, and my file name is this Debian file. The installation shouldn't take too long. It's not that heavy a system, as you can already see. And now we can launch our Goose by simply running this command, and don't worry about these warnings. This is where Goose is now running. And now you can set up your providers, and I'm just going to click on other providers here, and you can see there are heaps of them, lot of them. And then I'm just going to click on Ollama configure. This is where I will just keep it my a local host. And once you click on submit, it simply just put the green tick. And by the way, by default it seems that OpenAI is already selected, so I'm just going to click on launch here with Ollama. It has launched it and everything looks good. Now I don't see any option of setting any dark mode. That would be really helpful. Anyway, if you go to settings, from here you can switch your models. You can configure even more providers. So for example, if I click on switch models, I select my provider to Ollama. You can either select the Scoder model from Qwen3, or you can use simple custom model, which I have done by simply giving the name of GPT OSS 20 billion, but you can go with any other model if you like. Okay, so I think we are all set to go. Let's give it a task here. Okay, so I just said hello and it is saying hello, I can help you. Now I am asking it create me a self-contained HTML file for an animation work fireworks. Let me run this, and my apologies, I know it's very small. There is no option of making it larger. The fonts are terrible really, and my screen is at full resolution. Anyway, but instead of whinging, you can see that now it shows Goose is working on it, and it is creating the file, and it is writing that file on my local system. I'm not worried about what output comes there, but the thing is that the important bit is that this is working with the Ollama based models, and of course the output would totally depend on how it goes in terms of the model's quality, and the GPT OSS is quite good. So it's a fairly nice interface which you can set up. There are a lot of other recipes you can chat with it. There is a scheduler where you can just create your script and run it on the fly. And then there are various extensions which you can use. For example, you can use auto visualizer, and then it is enabled. Developer mode is already there, and you can also set up your memory so that it will remember it for the long time. Now this is a GUI which you can use. They also have a CLI which you can use, and that is where I launched this whole stuff. Another interesting feature is around recipes. So if you go to recipes, create a recipe, you can simply define your agent behaviors and capabilities. And the interesting bit is that you can just save that as a recipe, the whole thing, and then you can simply reuse it whenever you like. So you don't have to type every time you want to run it. For example, you want to create a recipe for an agent to be a JavaScript developer according to your own use case. That is where you can run it. Now I really want to spend like few seconds on the architecture of this, which seems pretty interesting. It is centered around three main components: the interface, agent, and extensions. The interface, which we just saw, desktop, collects user input and displays output, while the agent manages the interactive loop that drives Goose decision making process. So I could just go back onto that interface, and then I could just start talking with it in my chat, like um, change the background or something like that, and then it is going to think, do whatever needs to be done, and then go from there. So that is the agentic part. It's a loop that drives its decision making process. And then I just showed you the extensions or the plugins or that sort of stuff which expand Goose abilities by providing tools or functions that enable specific actions like running code, managing files, or even you can connect it with external APIs or through MCP protocol. And the interesting bit is for all of these extensions, it follows the MCP standard. So it means that it is quite interoperable. So I think yet another option for the coding agents and sort of agentic chatbots, I would say. Let me know what do you think about it. And if you're already using it, very keen to know about your experience. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.